Okay, so this video is my response to the recent elections. I mean, it's a really tough one. But first things first, as always for me, is I didn't like both candidates because they have a very stigmatizing view on mental health. I mean, the United States is in a mental health crisis, and both of them are refusing to do anything. I mean, the right side is saying, oh, all mentally challenged people belong in a psych ward. Excuse me, I don't belong in a psych ward, although some people would. I mean, believe it or not, during this election, I made like 3 enemies, and it's not present. It's not pretty at all. And also the left side. The left side is giving away false promises because they're saying, "Oh, we will help the mentally challenged, the neurodivergent." You know what you guys are doing? They're doing nothing because it's still hard for the people who are mentally challenged and neurodiverse to get good paying jobs. I mean, some people they're still confined to doing minimum wage just because they're neurodivergent. And I feel like this isn't the way to go. I mean, I deserve to have all the rights. Well, I'll talk about that later. I deserve to be treated fairly because I have a communication disorder. But both sides of the government, they don't care about us. They just look at us like we're second class citizens. So next up in this video, I'll talk about because the results in the election didn't go too well, I'll talk about all the rights I lost because this person got elected in as president of the United States. First is something I've been fighting for ever since I finished undergrad. And I think it's really hypocritical because I went to clown college, he went to clown college, but I have reason to suspect he may have cheated or something. I mean, I'm not sure what GPA he had in college or even if he went to one. The first right I feel was taken away from me is the right to have a good paying job. I mean, both candidates don't give me that right. So that's why I don't support them. And it's really hard because a lot of people who work in HR, I have reason to suspect they're either they're on the far side of the political spectrum. Some of them are far right, some of them are far left. And in these political agendas, there's no plans for the mentally challenged to work. I mean, I have parents to support. And second, right I feel is being taken away from me is the right to own a home in California. I mean, I get it. Prices are really high to own a home and to rent one, but both candidates are doing nothing to help collaborate with the government of California to make home prices affordable for those who need it. I mean, for now, these are my living arrangements, but they don't do very well for me in the long run. And third is the right to own my own car. I mean, with both sides of the political spectrum, I've been seeing high car prices for both used and new ones. I mean, back in like 2017 when I finished undergrad, well, the same person who got elected this year didn't give me the chance to actually give me the chance to own a car after finishing undergrad. And the fourth right I lost is the right to live on my own, because both of these people are not making sure young people with neurodiverse mental health issues are able to fend for themselves. I mean, there's no assistance needed. Well, no assistance that's given to me. And the fifth right I lost is a right to, well, I didn't actually lose it, but I sort of did. The fifth right I lost is the right to affordable mental health. I mean, here in California, the mental health services offered, besides CalHope, are very, very expensive. And I had to go to another state to get that type of care. I mean, California therapists, they are very condescending and they don't have like the chutzpah to actually be considered like therapists from like Oregon. You know, and sixth in line is people in Oregon have more rights than people in California. I mean, I'm not getting the rights I need. I'm getting all the rights I have there. A right to have a place to stay in temporarily, and also a right to practice my religion freely. Well, actually, in religion, there's a separation of church and state, but I feel in California that people are not well educated on religion and how to treat people fairly as a Christian. And the seventh right I lost is the right to healthcare because the person who got recently elected to the presidency, he's trying to take away rights of healthcare for a lot of people, for younger mentally challenged people like me, and also older people who are on Medicare. And eight, I don't know much about the eighth right that's been taken from me, but these are the seven rights that have been taken away from me because both sides of the political spectrum are doing nothing to help people like me. So normally I'm a content creator. I make train videos and I make job interview videos, but for this one, I promised people on LinkedIn that I will make a video. So thank you for listening, and if you're feeling disappointed, God be with you. And if you're feeling happy, I don't know what to say, but you shouldn't use any religion to celebrate your victory, because I've seen people use my own religion for purposes of anti-communism, which I do not support. So that's all for this video, and I look forward to posting it real soon. Ciao.